This is Stephanie, Jack, and Aunt Lisa. This is my visual aid. This is a meth lab. It's an example of meth mouth and what meth can do to your mouth. And this is this lady's age progression while she was on meth from age 28 to 37, and she died when she was 38. Once a beautiful young girl, now a young woman who has the mind of an 18-year-old and the face of a 45-year-old. Jessica began using the drug known as meth when she was 22. Now she has to live with the permanent damage done to her brain and her body. I once was good friends with Jessica, but now I can barely recognize her. Using drugs like meth for any purpose other than medicinal is illegal and harmful to your body and the people who you're around. Meth is a drug that's made from many different hazardous materials to make a single potent product. Here's a small example of the chemicals used that can be found in meth: ephedrine, pseudoephedrine, acetone, rubbing alcohol, brake cleaner, engine starter, Drano, gasoline, salt, batteries, fertilizer, lye, matches, uric acid, flakes and teak dip, sun scrubber, and sodium metal. After a person takes a hit of meth by injecting, snorting, or smoking, they immediately receive the effects. It can give you a sense of ephedrine, or energy, self-confidence, a feeling of power, invincibility, paranormal. There are just a few of the feelings that meth tricks the brain into feeling. These feelings can last for hours, even days at a time. But when the effects finally do wear off, the meth sends the brain and body into an awful state of mind. Meth has a variety of side effects, and it can change the body to change drastically. One example of the effects of meth earned the name meth mouth, which is one of the examples I showed you earlier. Meth also causes aging and wrinkling of the face. It's not uncommon for people to look 20 or 30 years older than they really are. Meth causes chemical reaction in the brain and makes a person chemically addicted to the drug. Meth is extremely expensive. Methkills.org states a quarter gram of meth will cost the user about $20. To buy in bulk, it's about $80 for an 8-ball and $45 for a teener of meth. The price can change drastically depending on the availability and the purity, the amount, and where it's sold. So a person that consumes an 8-ball every 3 days will spend about $450 a month. This gets to be really expensive when you total up how much they spend per year. Livestrong.com reports that women who are pregnant consume meth commonly have miscarriages. It's reported that their babies often die while they're being born, and they have complications such as birth defects and mental problems such as Down syndrome. People who cannot afford meth sometimes make it. Meth is very inexpensive to make. People who make meth have to use violent chemicals that, if proper calculations are not made, can cause huge explosions or toxic spills. These explosion spills are dangerous to everybody involved, but are also dangerous for the innocent parties and children, neighbors, and animals. The Department of Justice states that 15% of all meth labs are found because of explosions. You need to protect yourself and everybody else by not using meth, not making meth, not selling meth, and alarm police when you have knowledge of somebody doing any of these things. To prevent meth from making you ugly, killing your body, and hurting the people around you, I beg you, never, never use meth. Not even try it once, because it's extremely addictive. I also challenge you to call the police if you're ever approached with somebody trying to sell meth or making meth or offering it to you in any way. Thank you.